Okay, guys, well, somehow now I'm just not done doing them. I'm just not done with The Legend of Zelda yet. Apparently, I'm getting ready to do another Legend of Zelda game. But you know what, though, guys? Let's go one thing straight. This is not gonna be the same like Ocarina of Time. You want to know why? We're playing the darker sequel, Majora's Mask. Yeah. I feel bad. You know, I just realized I have Ocarina of Time on here. The 1.2 version of the game. Where I could have still played the game normally, and I wouldn't have to bother meeting at the fire temple or any of that other crap. But with all sincerity, though, we're playing this off the Wii U now. I'm not using my Nintendo 64 emulator. Gonna make myself I'm saving myself the trouble, and I'm using my U Pro controller. Again, it's hard to see in the dark. Next few videos, I'll turn the lights back on, so I'm not sitting here in the dark. Wow. I'm just setting up my projector. Yeah, apparently this game was made 18 months after Ocarina of Time, and originally was named Zelda Gaiden. Yeah, this game was originally supposed to be called The Legend of Zelda, was actually named Zelda Gaiden. That's kind of interesting, considering before the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time got that final name, it was originally supposed to be named Zelda 64, taking off of the Nintendo 64, and like I said, with all the other N64 games having that 64 gimmick at the end of every title, I thought it was going to be like that with Ocarina of Time, but that did not happen at all. Plus, I think isn't that on my background right above me a little too blank? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you know what? We'll set those up right now while we're at it. Let's start. What's Sega Camp? We're starting over a new game. We are starting over a new file. New adventure. I don't know what that file was from. No idea. But we're starting over. With this thing rumbles. This is going to be about better, too. Because you know what, though? With this, I could have been playing the Ocarina of Time with this controller, and it would have been rumbling every time I passed grottos, and even when I with that little rumble expansion thing in Ocarina of Time, you pass grottos and then it rumbles. Oh well. Let's start. Hopefully, though, this does follow after Ocarina of Time, though, where after Link and Navi separated because Navi decides to part ways with Link after the game, and now Link is kind of going on a bit of a stalking adventure trying to find Navi, the fairy, from the last game. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. Basically, it's Navi, guys. A friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. And I think that little chime of a fairy should be enough. So yeah, this is really following after the events of Ocarina of Time so far. Link's got Epona though, which is pretty cool. Although back in Ocarina of Time, Link couldn't really ride Epona at the beginning of when we discover it in Lon Lon Ranch. Only by the time when Link comes back later as adult Link in the later half of the game. But whatever. Apparently, though, they want to try to make this game different from Ocarina of Time. They didn't want to do an Ocarina 2.0. And we will eventually see how this game differs from Ocarina of Time in due time. These two fairies, I'm gonna knock Link off his horse and make him land flat on his ass. Hee, you two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh, this guy? Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Damn, Link's getting mugged all of a sudden. Again, Link's getting mugged. He has the ocarina with him. Oh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see it. You can't tell. What would you do if you dropped it and broke it? No way, you can't touch it. Oh, but sis, why can't I try it out too? Oh yeah, and the other one is called Tattle. The yellow-white fairy is Tattle, and the other one is called Tail. What do you get when you put them together, Reggie? Tattletale! This next part's pretty funny. Link gets up and he looks over at the Skull Kid like, dude, seriously? Ah! And the Skull Kid's like, what? No, I didn't take anything. Oh, what an ass! Taking off with Epona and the ocarina. Eventually, Link gets kicked off and left behind him in the woods all by himself. Poor Link gets left behind. Hopefully, eventually, though, guys, I'll turn the lights back on again. Sorry about that. I had the sound also coming out of the gamepad, which is like right over here off camera, right behind the laptop. You might have actually sort of heard it playing in the background and coming into the microphone. And I just didn't need that in the video. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It didn't listen to a word that's said to it. There was no pointing right at a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it. Hee hee hee. Oh, boo-hoo, wave the sad face. I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now. Do you really think you can beat me as I am now? Link starts turning into a Deku scrub. Oh my god! Poor Link! Transformed into a Deku scrub. Hee hee! Now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here looking that way forever! Apparently, that fairy becomes our new fairy partner for this game, Rezi. Rezi? Let's get one thing straight. Navi looks nothing like Tinkerbell. You want something that looks like Tinkerbell, Rezi? There's your answer. You! If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. Well, don't just sit there, Deku boy. Do something. Why are you looking at me like that? What, is there something stuck in my face? Will you stop staring and just open the door for me? Please, come on, a helpless little girl is asking you, so hurry up. Oh, Tail, I wonder if that child will be alright on his own. Oh good, I got 15 rupees. That's gonna be pretty good for the beginning of the game for me, which we will see why when we get to Clock Town. That's gonna be our next location. Hey, wait for me! Don't leave me behind! So, that stuff back there, I, apologize, so take me with you. You want to know about the Skull Kid who just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you and I'll help you out. Deal? Please? Good, so then it's settled. Now then, I'll be your partner, or at least until we catch that Skull Kid. My name's Saddle, so, it's nice to meet you, or whatever. Now that we got that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press up and I'll tell you. Hopefully you'll manage to get without my help until then. Basically a Deku flower, you press A to go down into it, and then you pop right back out again with some propellers. Apparently, though, over here, though, there's a chest over here that you can actually grab with Deku nuts. Only a few. They want to do some new things with this game, Rezi. So if you're a Deku scrub, Rezi, and you have Deku nuts, you can actually drop them with the B button. Actually, I should address, I'm not really doing this for Rezi, though. I'm more likely doing this for my good buddy Macho, who's actually never played this game. Sadly, never played Ocarina of Time either, actually. But he did start off with Zelda, though, but with Wind Waker. The next game that came out after this, which came out on the GameCube. So yeah, you can actually drop Deku nuts on the ground below and actually drop them like little bombs when you're a Deku scrub in the air. Or just fall into the bottomless abyss below. That works too. Thanks, game. Already making a mistake with this game. Oh, we're already coming off to a good start. I better just play it safe. Do one platform at a time. Somehow I always I remember the first time playing and I forgot that chest actually existed. I just tried to take the long way. I just somehow flew around the long way around. There you go. See, you can do it if you try. When I fly over to people or objects, use Z to look at them so you can talk to them. Use Z targeted to talk to people, even if they are far away or there's no one to target. You can use Z to look straight ahead. But enough about that for now. Come over here to this tree and check it out. It's strange, but the way you look right now, it sort of looks like this tree. It looks all dark and gloomy, almost like it could start crying any second now. How sad. We actually do find out there's actually different forms of that. Well, eventually we do eventually find forms of Agoran and Zora, and we do find out where they come from before they rightfully died. And apparently this kid's a terrible fate also is also here in the Deku mask for Deku Link, I should say. Oh, that Song of Healing. Oh, it's so good. As long as I'm not listening to Song on Healing on the internet. Basically the Song of Healing backwards. A creepier version of Saria Song in my eyes, just because the notes are still the same. It's because when you still look at the Song of Healing, eventually later we will get the Song of Healing as an Ocarina song, and it's just the same notes as Saria Song backwards. Anyway, you met with a terrible fate, haven't you? The Happy Mask salesman from the last game. Oh, I never did bother doing this stupid mask side quest from Ocarina of Time, so I don't really care about this guy, so don't really give him much of a fuck anyway. But I own the Happy Mask shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by a nymph in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I found you. Now don't think me rude, but I have been following you. For now I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from me, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask for you is that you get my precious mask about that the imp stole from me. What? Is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should be by no means be a difficult task. Except, the only thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are fine, and you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I am counting on you. And just like every other Zelda game, there always has to be a Mario Easter egg. Majora's Mask is no exception. Look at his duffel bag, Rezzy. If this bastard actually stands still, there's actually a Mario mask on the back. It's kind of hard to see, and I can't really put like a cursor on the screen. And trust me, Happy Mask Salesman is not the only reason why. They made this Zelda game very different from all the others. How about for the very first time now, giving the Zelda game a time limit? What kind of time limit? Well, after we finish this finish this little conversation. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Go to the shrine near the North Gate. You'll find the Great Fairy in there. There's a reason. Why do we have 3 days? There's a reason. The moon eventually crashes down 3 days. Eventually, in 3 days' time, the moon crashed down, destroyed everything of Termina. Everything. Everything that we're seeing here in Termina is officially gone. Yes, you heard me right when I said Termina. We're no longer in Hyrule, guys. We're no longer in Hyrule. There is no Hyrule, no Triforce, no Ganondorf, and I would say no Princess Zelda. Although hopefully at the end of today's video, though, we are gonna get a brief flashback by the end of today's video. I wasn't kidding when this was a side story, guys. We're no longer in the land of Hyrule. Rezzy, you may actually see some elements of Link's Awakening in this game already. Rezzy, if you're somehow watching, you may see some elements of Link's Awakening in this already. And this game is kind of like that a little bit, though. But they were trying to get this up before. The next console was coming out on the horizon. There's actually a fort back here. Hopefully we'll eventually get in there. That's where we're gonna be going to next, or pretty soon, I should say. Apparently the Great Fairy in the north here in the North Gate got shattered into a million pieces. So that one little stray fairy I got will actually fix the Great Fairy and bring it back to normal. Be well aware though that this is not the only time though, guys. There's only 4 dungeons in this game, and in all 4 dungeons, you gotta collect stray fairies to get like the best weapons in the game. And trust me, the Great Fairy power-ups are actually things we've already seen in Ocarina of Time, mostly. Like for now, though. Anyway, though, this fairy is just gonna heal us and actually give us a magic meter. Why did I say heal? I would say I really wish this one transformed and Link back to a normal kid, but that doesn't be the case. Instead, we get a magic meter and we actually could shoot like magical bubble projectiles. Well, apparently, though, this will come in handy for us, for now that we're... Ironically, though, this will help us, though. Yeah. Well, anyway, though, popping the balloon right over here is your obvious thing that you want to pop, right? But I'm gonna go pop this big, ugly red one first. Apparently, we have to buy maps from this new Schmuckmeister for this game. He goes by the name Tingle. I'm kidding, though. He's not really a schmuck. I know by the time the DS came out, he got his own game for the DS. But obviously, and he does make a mainstay in the later Zelda games after this. Anyway, though, let's go pop this kid's balloon. The kid's like, why? Who did that? Who did that? Are you the one who popped that up there? Not bad for a deacon scrub. We bummers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. So now we're gonna go do hide and seek now with the 5 bomber kids. Basically, we have until the next morning, though. But hopefully, though, I do know where they all are. I had to guide them back then, and hopefully this won't be hard. Apparently, I have this odd runny sound effect. You caught me. There's only 3 left. Hopefully 1 in Clot. Hopefully 2 in North Clot Town, 2 in East Clot Town, and 1 that hides off in West Clot Town. None of them are in South Clot Town where the clock tower is that we just came out of at the start of the game. Stop running around, you bastard! Oh, that's... You gotta be kidding me. Fuck. Already, right off the bat, the fucking bombers want to fucking troll me. Fuck, I hate this game. Fuck my life. There we go. As long as you get him cornered within the loading field, that he'll eventually give up. Which is what I'm trying to do. I'm using the load fields in every area of Clot Town to my advantage. There we go. We got them all. Yes. You're pretty good for a Dingus Scarf. If only you were human, then I could give you the original bomber notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? No way. No scrubs. Hopefully we'll come back later and I'm gonna get the bomber's notebook. Although, if you still remember the code to getting inside, you can actually go inside and still get the bomber's notebook. When you leave, Jimbo will give you the notebook anyway. Okay, 43521. 43521. I'm gonna try and quickly do this now while I still have it fresh in my head. Actually, if you did forget the code, you could actually go over here and the kid will quickly tell you the code again. It's 43521. 43. I had it right. There we go. Probably I'm going to be rewatching this again later when I come back later again for like the next part. There is a silver rupee down here that I can actually grab with 100 rupees every time over there. But since I'm a Deku Scrub and I don't have bombs yet, though, it's pointless. And every time 5:30 to 6 p.m. rolls around, nighttime arrives. And as you see, the clock starts chiming down. I wonder how the astronomer knows the Skull Kid. Whoa, look at the time. You don't even have 3 days left. Oh, like no shit, Tinkerbell. Yeah, I may as well be calling her Tinkerbell now. She obviously does look like Tinkerbell this time. Where did Tattle go? Whatever. Oh well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bomber Gang? Your manners seem much better than those of those mischievous friends from the other day. That ill manner troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my mirror tears. There was no stopping him. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. So yeah, this guy now ends up running the. So now the old guy that looks like Merlin is actually running the telescope. Yeah, I call him Merlin because he definitely he's definitely wearing blue. He has white hair just like Merlin. Reminds me of Merlin from The Sword in the Stone. And we still see him in Ocarina of Time as well. They're roaming around town in Hyrule Field, and by the time all the people move over to Kakariko Village in the Adult Link era, we still see him roaming around in Kakariko Village for the Adult Link era. Definitely a lot of them. Definitely a lot of the NPCs from Ocarina of Time made their way over to all the NPCs we've seen in Ocarina of Time made their way over to Majora's Mask. Oh, okay. Apparently we can't leave the clock tower. We can't leave Clock Town as a kid. Or as a Deku Scrub because the guard will think we're just a helpless little kid. So, screw it. I'm gonna go deposit my rupees into this little bank because even after we get the Song of Time and go back to day 1, the bank will still remember us and still keep our rupees even if we go back in time, because that's how logic works, right? Because that's how depositing rupees, that's how making a bank account in this game works, right? Nah, I don't really get it. There, I'll know when I see you. Hopefully, there's no gold sculptures in this game either, if you haven't caught on yet, Rezzy. Yeah, no gold sculptures, so... But don't worry though, the wallet upgrades are still in the game though, although ironically though, we do get the adults wallet if we actually deposit 200 rupees into the town bank. That's all we need to do, just deposit 200 rupees. And don't worry, I have a plan for how to do that as well. Now, thankfully, there's nothing else that we really need to do now until, like, the night of the final day, which I'm going to try and speed the process up right now. There's actually one in the Astral Observatory, but I'm going to this one here in the trading post just to save time. Usually, right by the time we get the Ocarina back and finally learn the Song of Time, though, we can actually slow down time by playing the song backwards, and it will slow down time. And then there's the song of Double Time, which actually skips it ahead by like 6 to 12 hours. They kind of changed it when the 3DS remake came out, which I really don't want to play because the 3DS remake was kind of bad in a lot of things as well. Yeah, how do you make them yeah, they tried to remake the game again for the 3DS, but a lot of things that they ended up doing to the 3DS remake were for the worse instead of better. I actually ended up making the remake worse instead of better. Like Ocarina of Time 3D remake was actually a better remake than the original game, but Majora's Mask, and all the fans were hoping for the exact same treatment for Majora's Mask, but instead we ended up that did not be the case at all. Instead, we ended up getting something completely different. Like Zora's Zora's Link controls were actually worser in the 3DS remake than better in the N64 game. How do you mess that up, Nintendo? Just how do you mess that up? Grezzo, how do you mess that up? It wasn't Nintendo that made this, it was Grezzo. Same people that made Ocarina of Time 3D. This is kind of why I'm sticking with the original N64 port, to save myself some time. Oh yeah, now listen up. It seems that if you play the Mysterious Song backwards, you can slow the passage of time, and if you play each note twice in a row, you can move half a day forward through time. Oh well, you know what though? At least we actually have some special. At least the remake, at least the randomizers on Majora's Mask are actually pretty good. I don't see myself ever playing a randomizer on Majora's Mask. I'm happy with Ocarina of Time. I am just that's where my peak. That's where I'm gonna peak my interest, though, guys. I think I'm not gonna bother doing one for Ocarina of Time. If I have to do an after Majora's Mask, maybe Wind Waker, maybe the Minish Cap, maybe Twilight Princess. Ah, that stone, you must have it. Hand it over to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here, Deacon Flower, included, yes? I did kind of change up the trading sequence a little bit. Like now, the character will ask you for it, and if you don't have an item, you just press the A button to skip, to exit out, and then right afterwards, he'll just give you a conversation like, "Oh, you don't have the item? Okay." So yeah, this is like the whole story right here. Basically, we're just trying to make sure that we stop Armageddon from happening. Now, right now, the Skull Kid is on the top of the clock tower, and we're just waiting until it's midnight of the final day. Eventually, right afterwards, this little thing will eventually go right on the top of the clock tower, and then right afterwards, a passageway will open up to the top of the clock tower, and then we hopefully could have finally have a final boss fight with Majora, with the Skull Kid, and then hopefully the game will be over after that. Pretty short, right? Very, very short. It's like we just started playing the game 40 minutes ago, and we're already at the end of the game now. Pretty short, right? It's far from short. Thankfully, the clock moves by pretty fast for this game. I had to see now. It's already 11 p.m. Okay, just about now. I'm noticing that the stars in the night sky are kind of moving kind of oddly. I don't know if that's supposed to be normal or not. I'm not gonna say anything. Don't stop now! Look, you can get up there now! Yeah, our adventure is just beginning, guys. We're just at the beginning of our adventure right now. Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the four who are there, bring them here. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. No, what are you doing to my brother? Skull Kid, do you think that you are our friend after that? Well, whatever. Even if they were to come down, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Hee hee. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. Whoa, this thing is shaking. With a few bubbles, with just a few Deca spray bubbles, he drops the ocarina. So we can actually get the ocarina back. Remember when I said that there's a brief flashback for Princess Zelda? Right about here. Zelda, memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you. This is the only time that we ever see Princess Zelda in Majora's Mask, just this cutscene. You are already leaving this land of Hyrule, aren't you? Even though it was a short time, I feel like I've known you forever. I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule, and I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. Until that day comes, please take this. She gives us the Ocarina of Time. I am praying that your journey will be a safe one. If something should happen to you, remember this song. This could have been a perfect time for Zelda's lullaby, but instead, it's the Song of Time. What made him a magical blocks of time appear with this song in Ocarina of Time is actually a time saver for this game. You'll see why when I say time saver soon enough, guys. Not only does it rewind us, take us right back to day one and restart the date and start the 3-day cycle all over again, but it also saves our game up until that point. The Goddess of Time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. Ironically, the Ocarina changes into different forms when we also play as a Goron and Zora. And ironically, it also changes into a different instrument for Deku Link as well. Somebody, anybody, Goddess of Time, help us, please. We need more time. Huh? When did you get that instrument? Oh well, I butchered that. Oh well. Anyway, though, now we're going to rewind back to the first 3-day cycle all over again. We're going to do one more thing before I end the video, though. I'm getting a little tired. And before I continue playing more of this game, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea just for ahead of the adventure. Oh, we do get this little thing that happens the first time we play the Song of Time. This is the only time that it happens, the first time when we play the Song of Time. But right back to day one all over again. Whoa! But what just happened? Everything has... started over. Whoa. That's insane. Well, where are you anyway? That song you played, that instrument. That instrument. Wait, that's it, your instrument. The masked salesman said if you got your precious thing that was stolen from you, he could return it to normal. Did you completely forget or what? Yeah, Hopefully we're gonna end up the video with Link becoming a normal boy again. You were able to recover your precious item from that imp? Oh, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it! Then listen to me, please play this song that I'm about to perform and remember it well. How did he get that huge stone organ in here? That makes no sense. It's a video game, it's a video game. And after we learn the song, just like the Song of Time, the most amazing thing happens. Link eventually turns back to being a human boy again. Damn, this is already becoming as long as the water temple itself. But I don't care. This is a melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. I'm sure it will be of assistance of you in the future. Ah yes, I give this mask in commemoration of that day. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape of you just were. When you remove it, you will return to normal. Hopefully, I'm just hoping the rest of the videos are shorter after this. I definitely don't want to be doing a 1 hour long video like the water temple. God, I hated the water temple video. Now, I have fulfilled my promise to you, so please give me that which you promised me. He wants the Majora's mask. We still don't have it though. My mask. You did get it back, didn't you? Watch this face. What have you done to me? If you leave my mask up there, something terrible will happen. The mask that was stolen from me, it was called Majora's Mask. It is an accursed item from legends that is said to have been used by the ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. It is said that an evil and wicked power it is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's Mask are so great the Ancient Ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. But now the tribe from the legends has vanished, so no one really knows the true nature of the mask's power. Oh God. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. When I finally had it, I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It is the unwelcoming feeling that makes your hair stand on end. And now that imp has it. I am begging you, you must get the mask back quickly or something horrible will happen. I'm begging you, you must do it. Really? You'll do it for me? I was certain you would tell me that. But you'll be fine. Truly, you can do it. Believe in your strength. Believe. All of a sudden, yes. That's what I'm going to be saying from the rest of this game going forward, guys. We just have to believe in our strengths. For that, we have to just believe in our own strengths. It's so sad that it makes me cry just saying that word out loud myself. You know what? I'm going to stop the video here and just say thank you guys for watching. You guys have yourselves a fantastic night and take care. We're just starting another Zelda adventure, guys. We went off Ocarina of Time and now we're playing this game. More of it will come. I'll see you guys later.